Hello friends, it's SuNN here. Thanks for joining me for another Fabricate Friday video. I don't know if you've been following me for a while, or maybe you've taken a look at some of my previous videos. Last Christmas I made a video about a triangle box, and I desperately tried to figure out how to wrap it around a wine bottle, and sadly I couldn't come up with really anything until now. So this is an average sized wine bottle, and I have created a wrapping for it, and it's actually in there quite snug, so you can still carry it and it's not going to fall off. I think that any bottle that may be more slender than this will definitely, you'll have to adjust the measurements a little bit. And I came up with this with my friend who is a mathematician, and he did all the measurements for me for this particular wine bottle. So I don't know if he used an algorithm or whatnot, and I'm not very good in math, so I would have to ask him to figure out a different sizing. So this is the one that I'm going with now. I'm so impressed with it. Now, some of the things that I didn't like about this was that I can see that the designers, like the pattern paper, is definitely coming away from the glimmer paper, so I have a fix for that. Aside from that, I'm really happy the way it turned out, and I'm going to show you how to make it, but in a completely different manner. And I'm probably going to be cursing myself for this, because look at what I have on my scoring tool, and I am going to turn it around, and I am going to score on the non-glimmery side. Can you imagine? I'm gonna have glimmers. I'm gonna have the, what's it called, the craft herpes in my scoring tool for a long time to come, but this is how it's gonna work. Okay, so basically I needed a piece of, you don't have to use glimmer paper, but you know, honestly, if there's a time and a place for glimmer paper, it's Christmas. Okay, so you're going to need a piece of cardstock 12 by 9, and on the long side, which is the 12-inch side, I'm going to score at 1 3/4 and 3 1/2. Oh, I can just hear the sparkles going in my little grooves right now. 5 1/4. 7, 8 3/4, and 10 1/2. And then on the short, in the short side, I'm gonna do 2. Oh, so festive for Christmas. Oh boy. Okay, so we're going to score or fold and burnish. So if anyone says, oh well, our glimmer paper doesn't shed, well, they're lying, because it does. And I don't know what it is about guys, they hate glimmer. I don't necessarily like it all over everything too. I worry about some of the little kitties that I foster, that they're going to get it in their little paws and then eat it. All right, so basically we have the bottom here, which is all going to be, it's all going to be folded up like such. Okay, so basically all I'm going to do is cut up on the score lines, and then we're going to put it together. I am going to put it together with Fast Fuse. I'm hoping that that will help. Okay, so here comes the test. I'm just no, that's not gonna work. Okay, change of plans. We're gonna use liquid glue. I wonder if liquid glue would work. All right, so first side down. Then we're going to come around to the second side. I'm hoping that you can see this. Don't tell me I'm out of liquid glue. A little bit on that corner. Little bit on this corner, little bit on that corner, little bit on this corner, little bit on that corner, little bit on this corner, little bit on that corner. All right. So, because had to use liquid glue because the Fast Fuse wouldn't hold. I just have to wait a second. So I'm going to take out my wine bottle here. There we go. So I'm just going to use the weight of the wine bottle to have that glued shut. And now I'm going to show you how I'm going to decorate it. So basically I'm using glue dots and soft sky and our new vellum, fancy vellum foil. And I'm using the snowflake ones. So I'm not even in particular, I don't really care too much if the glue dots show. But I am trying to stick them sort of in the middle of a snowflake, and it's going to be tied with ribbon anyway. And really, if you give this to somebody and they can say, haha, I can see your adhesive, I would take the wine bottle that you just gave them and take it back and you go drink it, because I don't think anyone's going to notice. It's not too big of a deal. So my first layer, which is the soft sky, is going to be 7 inches by 1.5, and my second layer, which is the vellum, is going to be 7 inches, and it's going to be 1.25. And I have made 6 of them for the 6 panels, and you can see, I always find that when you're working with glimmer paper, like our dimensional adhesive is really sticky stuff and it will stick better. So I'm hoping that this design will be better than my prototype. And I am just going to adhere that to my bottle while it's standing and gluing. So, and I have made in advance some more panels. So I'm just going to adhere them down. I'm kind of pleased at how this turned out. I'll be honest, I'd really wanted to be able to do some kind of a packaging for that, for wine bottles. I think I'll wrap this around a couple of times. So this is our silver thread. Sorry, not thread, ribbon. It's like an 1/8 inch silver ribbon. And I'm going to tie it quite taut. I usually pick up a ton of bottles of wine, and I give them as gifts all the time. You know, it's proper etiquette when you go over to someone's house for dinner to bring a bottle of wine. And yeah, so, or, you know, somebody's birthday and they have everything. Okay, so you could leave it like that, but I of course cannot. So I'm going to take my glue dots again, and I have these beautiful snowflake wooden embellishments, and I have, how many, I don't even know how many, I took a lot out. And I'm going to decorate the entire wine bottle with them. Be careful with these wooden embellishments because they are fragile. It didn't like the glue dot. It rejected the glue dot. And the last thing I wanted to do with this piece is I have a sentiment that I picked up from A Little Something. I'm using the Love, Peace, Joy, and I thought, so basically that is silver embossed, and I just ran the edges along in the Versamark and heat embossed just the edges, so just a titch. And I'm going to tuck it right underneath. And that is my project for today. Now, working with these products like glimmer paper, yeah, it's not easy. There is some, you know, there's a learning curve to it. And I learned something too, like liquid glue is not going to dry very quickly on the glimmer paper, so you're definitely going to have to use maybe a, you know, be patient. How's that? That is not me though, but Anyway, I'm pretty impressed the way it turned out. You'll see much better pictures at the end of this video. And thanks for joining me. Don't worry about writing anything down. I will definitely have all the information on my blog. Thanks so much. I'll see you soon. Bye.